So when do you want to make a new... Hey, I saw that you were accepting ARG submissions. I found something off in the speedrun.
Our player loads into his world and immediately starts getting wood. It is a speedrun after all. He finishes getting his wood, turns around and sees a destroyed village. He heads over to see what loot he may find. As the player enters the village, he takes a moment to observe the ruined outpost, but quickly moves on. As he travels further into the village, he realises that there are multiple bedrock pillars surrounding one house. The player looks around for a moment, but then quickly enters the bunker of that house. There is a trail of blood leading down the stairs, and it appears to be an abandoned and destroyed bunker. The player opens the chest at the end of the hall and finds a book that reads,
Log 1. Safety. They found our home and destroyed everything. Luckily, we came prepared. There's a bunker that stores enough food and water to sustain us for 4 months. I'm worried that won't be enough for all of us. Log 2. Peace. Sounds from the surface echo through the tunnels, but there's no panic. 3 people were reported dead overnight. Rest easy. It's been 3 months since we entered the bunker, and we're running dangerously low on food. Log 3. Breach. We knew this would happen. If anyone is unfortunate enough to read this book, you need to find the portal as fast as you can. You have to...
By now you've probably already noticed the strange letters on the right of the book, but by using this simple code, you can find out that they are actually coordinates. The player puts the book back in the chest and turns around. He is visibly scared as he runs back up the stairs. But wait, did you hear that? I'll play it back one more time but louder. You can clearly hear someone breaking blocks on the other side of the wall, but who could this be? I guess we'll have to keep watching to find out. The player exits the house and immediately starts heading to the coordinates that were in the book. As the player walks over to the coordinates, he notices a cobblestone cross with a sign and redstone torches on it. As the player gets closer to the cross, we can see that the sign just has leave repeated on it over and over again. As the player heads over to the coordinates, he notices another cross that has the exact same signs, but this time it says, "I told you to leave," over and over again. As the player gets closer to the coordinates, he notices a third and final cross. But this cross is different. This cross doesn't have signs around it. Instead, it just has one single sentence. "I warned you." At the coordinates, there is just a ruined portal and another sign. This sign has "Go" written over and over again, and next to it, there is a hole. The player decides to jump into this hole and notices a dark, long hallway. As the player heads further into the dark hallway, he turns around and notices a black figure staring at him. You may notice this figure from the beginning, as he was stood on the hill next to the tree that the player was breaking. The player heads further into the tunnel and falls down a hole. In this hole, there is a chest containing an iron axe, pickaxe, some obsidian, end pearls, and flint and steel. After the player collects the items, he looks back up the hole to see if the figure is following him, and he realises that there was a nether portal to his left the entire time. The player enters the nether and finds another chest surrounded by redstone torches. In the chest there is a book that has the same random letters as last time, so by using the same code, we can get a new set of coordinates. As the player gets closer to the coordinates, he notices a fortress and some stairs leading inside. The player enters the fortress. He turns right and notices a huge lava pool. On the other side of the lava pool, there is a sign, so the player jumps across and lands in the lava. He then falls through it and ends up in a library. There are some iron doors, but all that's behind them is bedrock. The player goes through the final iron door and notices a sideways end portal room. As the player walks up the stairs, he realises the portal is already complete and decides to go inside. The player enters the end, takes a quick look around and notices a house. The player then bridges over to the house and uses up most of his resources. Using up the last of his blocks, the player finally makes it into a hole in the end island. Before the player starts digging up to the house, he takes a quick look behind him to make sure nothing is following him. As the player arrives on the surface, he looks around and... wait, what the fuck is that? Who are you?
I am the Pooh Man. He has banished me here for thousands of years. I was the one who wrote all of those books that you found. He is just across over on the other island. We must go defeat him now.
Who's he?
Before it's too late.
Okay. Should we go now?
Yes, now.
Okay. You got anything to get over there with, or are we just gonna...
You have pearls.
Oh,
Good.
Yeah. Wait.
Go.
What is this place? Who are you?
I am the Piglin King! And if you want to finish this speedrun and go through that portal, you gotta go through me first.
What? Why?
I'll say hello to my little friends. It's too late for you. The rest of my friends.
Oh no. Get over here! No, it's so evil! did it. I killed the Piglin King. But I lost my dearest of friends for 5 minutes. The puma.
Alright, so what the actual fuck was that?